If you're over 50 and you've been feeling constantly tired, struggling with stubborn weight around your middle, or dealing with sluggish digestion, I'm Barbara O'Neill, and I want to share something that could change your life. I know what it feels like when your energy is drained, your body feels heavy, and you just can't seem to get your health back on track. Many people don't realize it, but the culprit behind these struggles is often the liver. The good news is this: your liver can recover. In fact, it is one of the most remarkable organs in your body because it has the ability to regenerate. I've seen people turn their health around by making just a few simple changes, and I believe you can too. What I'm about to share isn't complicated. It doesn't involve expensive drugs or complicated diets. Instead, it comes down to real nourishing foods and natural remedies that give the liver what it needs to heal itself. The liver, your body's project manager. I like to call the liver the project manager of the body. Everything that enters your body, whether it's food, drink, or even toxins, goes first to the liver. Everything that leaves your body passes under its supervision. It works tirelessly, orchestrating detoxification, energy production, and metabolism. But here's the problem. In today's world, we are overwhelming the liver. Never before in human history have we consumed so many carbohydrates. Walk into any supermarket and you'll see entire aisles dedicated to bread, cereals, pasta, cakes, biscuits, rice, potatoes, and sugar-filled treats. All of these break down into glucose once inside the digestive tract. Glucose itself isn't bad. Your cells need it for energy. But when the body is bombarded with excessive amounts, the liver becomes overloaded. It can't process it all efficiently, so much of that glucose gets converted into fat. Over time, this leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a silent but widespread condition that is damaging health across the world. Fruits and vegetables, true fast food. On the farm, fast food isn't processed junk, it's fruit and vegetables. These foods are the original fast food designed by nature to nourish and heal the body. Unlike refined carbs, they don't overload the liver with glucose. Instead, they provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and natural enzymes that assist the liver in its detoxifying work. When we choose whole, natural foods, we give the liver a chance to recover. When we flood it with bread, pasta, sugary drinks, and processed snacks, we push it toward disease. The choice is ours, and the difference is profound. The cholesterol myth. For years we've been told that if we want to lower cholesterol, we must cut out foods like butter, eggs, cream, and cheese. But I've seen something very different in practice. When people cut back on carbohydrates, not fats, their cholesterol levels often normalize. Why? Because it's the constant surge of glucose and insulin that disrupts the body's balance, not natural fats. The pancreas, under constant pressure to release insulin, becomes exhausted. By lowering carbohydrate intake, we give the pancreas a rest and the body starts to heal. There's another surprising truth here. Cancer cells thrive on glucose. In fact, they consume about 15 times more glucose than normal cells. By cutting back on high glucose foods, we don't just support the liver, we also deprive cancer cells of their favorite fuel. Essential foods versus dangerous foods. So what are the truly essential foods? Well, they're definitely not the sugar-laden products we find in supermarkets. Instead, the essentials are things like healthy fats. Think butter, eggs, and cream. We also need fiber, which sweeps the digestive system and delivers nutrients. And of course, nutrient-dense foods that supply vitamins and minerals the body simply cannot produce on its own. Even something as simple as leaving the skin on potatoes can make a real difference, since the skin contains the highest concentration of nutrients. The real enemy isn't natural fats, it's sugar and refined carbohydrates. They might be sweet to the mouth, but they're very bitter to the body. 1. Dandelion. One of the most powerful tools for liver recovery is dandelion. You might think of it as just a common weed, but honestly, it's the king of herbs for the liver. Its bitterness stimulates the release of digestive enzymes and supports bile production, both of which are crucial for breaking down fats and detoxifying the liver. I often recommend adding dandelion to meals. In Europe, I learned of a wonderful dish, hot potato salad with dandelion. Freshly cooked potatoes are chopped and mixed with lots of dandelion leaves, olive oil, garlic, and a little salt. The oil softens the bitterness, and the result is both nourishing and delicious. You can also buy roasted dandelion root, which makes a coffee-like drink. Unlike ordinary coffee, it doesn't contain caffeine or tannins, but it delivers a rich, satisfying flavor while supporting the liver. Personally, I like to recommend chai dandelion, which blends herbs and spices into a delicious and healthful tea. 2. Lemon. Another overlooked liver herb is the lemon. Now, many people assume lemons are too acidic to be beneficial, but when metabolized, they actually have an alkalizing effect on the body. They're rich in alkaline minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron. I always recommend starting the day with a warm lemon drink. After waking up and drinking some water, squeeze the juice of half a lemon into a cup, add warm water, not boiling, and sip it slowly. This simple habit stimulates bile production, helps break down fats, balances pH, and supports detox. Every home should have a lemon tree. And if you live in a unit, a lemon tree in a pot on the balcony can still provide this daily gift of health. 3. Ginger. Ginger is another wonderful ally for the liver. Most people know it for its ability to ease nausea or car sickness, but honestly it does so much more. Fresh ginger, grated and steeped in boiling water, makes a powerful tea. It warms the body, reduces inflammation, and stimulates bile flow, which helps the liver break down fats more efficiently. I still remember meeting a singer who carried a small grater everywhere she traveled. She told me that when she lost her voice in Greece, a kind woman gave her hot ginger tea, and she was able to sing that same night. That's the power of ginger. For liver health, a daily cup of ginger tea can make a remarkable difference. 4. Turmeric. While ginger warms and soothes, turmeric fights inflammation at the cellular level. Chronic inflammation is honestly one of the biggest threats to the liver. It fuels fatty liver disease and, even contributes to cancer. Turmeric's active ingredient, curcumin, is a really potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. I recommend taking about a teaspoon of turmeric 3 times a day. If you're using fresh turmeric, just use triple the amount compared to dried. Always add a pinch of black pepper to improve absorption. You can make a simple turmeric tea by steeping it in hot water with pepper. This bright yellow drink not only supports the liver but also boosts digestion, heart health, and overall wellness. The miracle of liver regeneration. The liver is unique. It's actually the only organ in the human body that can regrow itself. That's why doctors can perform transplants using just part of a liver. Within time, it regenerates. I believe God designed it this way because He knew how much strain modern lifestyles would put on our bodies. If the liver couldn't recover, honestly, many of us wouldn't survive past our youth. But because it can, we always have a second chance. When we remove the foods that harm it, like sugar and refined carbs, and replace them with foods that heal, such as bitter herbs, lemons, ginger, turmeric, and whole natural foods, the liver begins to renew itself. My simple routine for liver recovery. If you want to support your liver starting today, here's a simple plan. First, morning tonic. Start your day with warm lemon water. For your meals, focus on whole foods, vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, and protein. Avoid refined carbs and sugars. Next, add bitters. Incorporate dandelion leaves into salads or try roasted dandelion root tea. Then ginger tea. Enjoy a cup of fresh ginger tea daily to fight inflammation and stimulate bile flow. And finally, turmeric. Take turmeric with black pepper 2 to 3 times a day, either in food or as a tea. Closing thoughts. Your liver is the gatekeeper of your health. When it's overloaded, your whole body suffers. Energy drops, weight increases, digestion slows, and disease creeps in. But when you nourish and support it, the results can honestly be life-changing. I've seen cholesterol levels drop, cancer cells weaken, digestion improve, and energy return, all by following these simple natural practices. Remember, the liver can recover. It was designed to heal. And when you give it the right tools, whole foods, bitter herbs, healing spices, it will reward you with renewed vitality and life. So start small. Add lemon water to your mornings. Replace processed carbs with fruits and vegetables. Sip on ginger or dandelion tea. Sprinkle turmeric into your meals. Each little step is a gift to your liver, and in just a short time you may be amazed at how much better you feel.